You want to know the song that was on repeat in my brain over and over and over again, getting ready? Blue Strips by Jessie Murph. Let me put up the lyrics here, because if there's one thing I know, it's that a divine feminine woman doesn't get mad. She gets even. That's not to say that divine feminines are the soft girl who doesn't feel anything but love and light. No. That's not what I'm saying. What a divine feminine woman is and does and embodies is the entirety of the emotional scale. She uses her anger and her rage and her upset and her heartbreak to become more beautiful, to become more strategic, to become smarter, but more importantly, to become kinder, more compassionate, more loving, more powerful, to lead better, to heal better, to love better. She becomes the best of her anger, the best of her situation. So it's not that she doesn't feel rage. It's that she feels that rage so deeply that it turns into something bigger than herself and the situation that put her in that emotional frequency. It doesn't matter what situation you're in. It doesn't matter how hard it gets. It doesn't matter how impossible it feels. If you put yourself first, if you put your self-respect first, you will always win. You will always win. Because not only will you not need anybody to feel validated, to feel chosen, to feel loved, to feel happy, to feel like your life is worth living, to feel like you have a purpose and you know your purpose and you are worthy of that purpose, you will also receive that energy back to you tenfold, because you are what you attract. And your frequency carries a signal and it carries a message. And if that message is, I deserve princess treatment, I deserve love, I am light, and I want nothing but the best for me and as a result for others around me, then that's exactly the type of treatment you're going to get back from others. You don't have to ask for it. You're not going to feel guilty to receive it. And it's not going to feel like a performance you have to upkeep. Because I know a lot of times us women are like, oh no, don't buy me this, don't do this. Or once you get that thing, you feel like, okay, now I have to sleep with him. Now I have to do this for him. Now I have to be this for him. No. Your presence and your energy is enough. I'm about to go to a concert right now with a guy that I haven't spoken to in literally 2 years. And the unhealed version of me would say, okay, now he's gonna expect something. Now it's gonna be this big deal. Just automatically putting yourself in this fear mindset like you have to appease the man. No, when really, he asked me, okay, great. Clearly, my energy, my time, my presence is valuable enough to want to be spent with this person. At the end of the day, anybody that crossed paths with me is gonna say thank you to God, to the universe, to themselves after that encounter. And that's not cocky. That's not me being full of myself saying, oh, I'm better than everyone, da-da-da-da-da. No, it's just me simply knowing that my energy and my time is valuable and it's worthy, because I know how much time and energy I've spent into myself to make sure that I am a woman that is deserving of the life that I want. I've spent so much time working on myself to be confident, to be beautiful, to upkeep myself internally, externally, and be kind. Be humble, be selfless, to give, to love. Of course, if somebody meets me and comes across my energy and I'm smiling at them and I compliment them, they're gonna be happy after that interaction. So the same goes for these situations where it's like, at the end of the day, being beside me, being in a room with me, having some of my sparkle fairy dust magic of an aura rub off on you when we're together is a blessing and is a good time. And at the end of the day, that's something that you should say thank you for. Thank you. I'm so happy that I got to spend the time with her. They're gonna look back and say, oh my gosh, that chick is really cool. I'm glad I got to spend some time with her. I deserve to be treated well by other people because I'm a good person. And I make sure that I treat myself that way so my body knows that it's safe enough to be treated that way by others. And there doesn't have to be an ulterior motive behind it. There doesn't have to be a, okay, here's the catch. It doesn't have to put me in an unsafe or dangerous position physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally. It doesn't have to send my nervous system into fight or flight to have somebody take me out, treat me right, do something nice for me. I'm deserving of lucky things happening to me. I'm deserving of miracles. And if my body doesn't believe that because it's been tricked to think everything is going to turn upside down and hit me in the ass and hurt me in the end, then of course I'm not going to receive that. But I need to teach myself how to calm down, how to breathe, how to be safe in my body, and love myself unconditionally in every moment. In the moments where before I wasn't treated the way I deserve to be treated, I now have recognized that and flipped the switch. If someone's disrespecting me, if someone's not coming with integrity, with effort, with respect, that's it. I don't say, oh, it's okay, maybe next time. Oh, I didn't like that, but then you still entertain them, because here's the thing. Energy is not effort. People can give you their energy. Yes, okay, great. But what is the value of that currency? Very little, because chances are on an energetic scale, your energy frequency is higher than theirs. So they're gaining from you, hoping that your self-esteem is little enough that their breadcrumbs are gonna feed you, and that you're gonna want to stay around and stick around to meet them at their level, when really no. If you wanna be with me, you have to rise to meet my frequency, and the way you do that is through effort. I didn't just wake up one day and become this person. I woke up and meditated and journaled and understand my limiting beliefs and understood why I was insecure about this and understood why this hurt me. And then I became that person. It was through effort that I gained this frequency. And that is something that everyone in your life has to work towards to have if they want to be in your life. And then one day you're gonna wake up after being tested time and time again, after putting your boundaries in place time and time again, after you keep practicing that mental muscle, and then start feeling less guilty about having your boundaries in place and actually start feeling more confident in them, feeling more sure of yourself in the process, feeling like, no, I'm not a bad person for having standards. I'm a great person for taking care of the younger version of me who didn't have a chance to stand up for herself when the adults in her life didn't put the boundaries in place for her. I can now do that. I am now that woman. You're not gonna feel bad anymore for not belittling yourself and shrinking yourself to fit in the shoes of people that never deserve to be in your life in the first place. You're not gonna feel bad anymore. And then the second that happens, you're gonna start to laugh. You're gonna start to sing blues strips like me. You're gonna get ready, do your makeup, feel good, and say, I'm not mad at you, boy. You're not even worth my emotional energy. And you wanna know why I'm not mad also? Because I'm in control of my emotions. And nobody gets to decide how I feel but myself. Nobody has the privilege or the right to have that much power over how I feel about myself unless I allow myself to get attached to that person. I don't get attached. I love and I lead with compassion. I lead with connection. And I try my hardest to chop the ego's tendency to attach myself to this and this and this because I want to belong. No, I belong. I already belong. I deserve to be here. I'm born. I'm a soul in a human body. I freaking deserve to be here. And so again, I'm not mad at you, boy. I had to get back at you. I'm not going to do that by sending you hate, by screaming at you, by telling you what kind of person you are. No, you're on your journey. I'm on mine. We connected for a reason. I learned and I gained the information I needed to gain out of you for a reason. And just because it didn't last, just because you're not staying, doesn't mean the relationship wasn't successful. You go in for a mission, out for a mission, and your mission is always to return back to you, to return back to love, to understand yourself deeper, to understand the human experience deeper. That is the love story. That is the lesson. Understanding that we're all connected. And so you can connect to this person and you can learn from them if you let yourself step aside and learn that lesson, and then you get even. Yeah, okay, they should have handled that better. Yeah, okay, I wasn't being treated at the way I know I deserve to be treated, but I let it go. But at that point, I gained all of the information I needed to gain from that person. I learned my lesson. And so now I can continue on my journey with love and light, and I can let you go, and I can go receive bigger and better blessings from the universe, from my higher self, because I'm not shrinking to stay in this lower vibrational energy. You deserve everything. You deserve the world, but don't let yourself be the one to get in the way of your blessings. Don't let yourself be the one to do that. Stop accepting bare minimum in your life. I don't care. One strike, you're out. I'm on to the next. Because at the end of the day, I'm giving myself everything I need. I'm showing myself how fulfilled and worthy I am of love. I'm filling my own cup. My cup is always full. So whether this person is here or not here, doesn't matter. I'm living my life. You're either an addition or a lesson or both. And I'm loving the process and I'm enjoying the process and I'm not scared to meet new people. I'm not scared to get hurt. I'm not scared to be disappointed because I'm always secure in myself. And I know and I trust myself enough to know that now I'm not going to let people take advantage of me. I'm not going to stay when I see the red flags. I'm not going to stay the second my intuition tells me something's off. At that point, I checked in, I checked out. I enjoyed my stay at the 5-star hotel, or in this case, the 3-star hotel. And I'm on to the next. It's really that simple. It's really that simple. I want you to go out and enjoy your life. I'm gonna go out now because I'm gonna get a phone call any second that my ride's here. But I want you to go enjoy your life and be confident and own who you are and own your worth and own your standards, because that is gonna get you to everything you want. When you let go of everything holding you back, you make space for everything you want. You can be living your dream life right now, and the only thing that's stopping you or separating you is a frequency. And how do you achieve that frequency? Through effort. So put in the effort and remind yourself that you deserve to have that much effort put into you. And then once you do that, watch how much effort the universe, your higher self, projections of you, other people put back that effort into you. I love you 224. Thank you for watching. And as always, I will see you in the next one.